Welcome to Day 7. Today we are going to talk about self-discipline. वो नहीं जो कि तुम हमेशा जो posters पे देखते रहते हो. No, not that. The real one. The one that makes you wake up at 5 p.m. when everybody is asleep and the bed feels like a heaven. The kind that makes you study when your friends are out watching movie, having fun. The kind that keeps you going when no one is watching. Let me be very clear. Today, I want to make you understand that self-discipline is not about being hard on yourself. It is about being reliable to yourself. तुम्हें खुद पे विश्वास हो कि यार मैं जानता हूँ या जानती हूँ मैं तो करूँगी. No, in this part one, I would want you to understand what people think, what actually, when self-discipline is really. Most people think that self-discipline or discipline is waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, having cold showers, punishing routine, zero fun. Absolutely wrong. Self-discipline only means one. I do what needs to be done when I feel like or not. That's it. An officer does not wait for motivation. An officer does not wait for the right mood. An officer operates on commitment, not comfort. मूड नहीं भी हो और फिर भी काम हो वो सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन बिकॉज हियर द ट्रूथ दैट नोबडी इज गोइंग टू टेल यू फीलिंग्स आर अनरिलायबल एक्शंस आर नॉट you will never feel like doing any hard thing but you will have to do it anyways and that is discipline. In the part 2 of this session I want you to understand what discipline looks like, real stories, real heroes, real people, and it is that has made them the legends. Let me show you what discipline really actually looks like. Milkha Singh, the flanks. By the way, I met him in person. What a person. Rome Olympics 400-meter final, Milkha Singh is running race of his life. He's leading. Then with 50 meters to go, he looks for that one glance costs him 0.1 second. He finishes fourth. He misses the medal. Most people would quit after that break. He did not. What did he do? Most people would say, I gave my best, but not him. He went back on the track every single day for years. Even after retirement, he ran daily at 5 p.m. without fail until he was 91 years old. That's discipline. Not running when you feel inspired, running when your knees hurt, running when the world has forgotten your name, running because you made a promise to yourself. Sachin Tendulkar, the man who never missed practice. You know Sachin Tendulkar, the god of cricket. But do you know this? For 24 straight years, through his injuries, pain, criticism, heartbreak, he never missed practice, not even once. Even on days when he scored a century the day before, even on days when his body was screaming to rest, even on days when he was announced the best player in the world, he did not need to go for practice. He showed up. His teammates tell a story. Once Sachin sir was sick with fever. The team doctor said, please rest. He still went to nets. Anyways, not to prove anything to anyone, but because that's what he did every day. Discipline, practice, not talent, not luck. Showing up when no one was watching. Why should I go anywhere else? The Indian Army, the Indian Navy, the Indian Air Force, 4 a.m. day, every day. The bugle sounds, people wake up, not because they have to, because not that because they are motivated, because that's their time. Wake up, make the beds, little corners, tight, folded, perfect every single day. Why? Because in the war, there are no second chances. Because discipline in small things creates the life and death situation. An officer once told me, my senior officer, we don't make our beds because we love making beds. We make them because discipline is a muscle in everything that we do. If you train, you're going to be safe. If you don't, it weakens. And these soldiers train in 45-degree heat, 20-degree cold in Siachen, sleepless nights, physical exhaustion, everything. They don't complain. They don't negotiate because discipline is not about, it is about commitment. Your neighbor, the one who did not notice. Here's a story that you never heard of. There's a man in your city, maybe your neighbor, you've probably never seen him. Every morning, 6 a.m., he goes for a walk, rain or shine, summer or winter, Diwali, regular Tuesday, no notices, like nobody applauds him. I've got a friend of mine like this. You can watch him on my Insta, Abhishek Pandey. He gets up early in the morning, 3:30, goes for half marathon daily. He just completed it straight 2,000 days. No Instagram posts, no uploads, no, the Lanka world record India's announcements. Straight 2,000 days without fail. Coming back to the story, he, that man, that neighbor of ours, kept doing it for years and years together. Why? Because he had pledged himself that he'll get up, he'll do it. His eyes opened and he started doing it. And today he is much more healthier than the 30-year-olds. No medications, just discipline. No celebrations, just discipline. Before I go any further, part three, killing the myths. Myth number one, disciplined people are always motivated. Well, not really. Disciplined people are often tired, frustrated, unmotivated. They just don't let that but stop. Milkha Singh didn't feel like running every day after. Sachin didn't feel practicing when his body was broken. The soldiers who had to get up in the morning at 4 p.m. Not every day feels like getting up, but they do it and they have learned something from it. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates motivation, not the other way. Myth number two. Discipline means extreme. Well, no. Discipline is not about running 10 kilometers daily or studying 12 hours daily straight. Discipline is studying for 30 minutes every single day, every day. Doing 20 push ups, 10 push ups, 5 push ups every day. Writing one paragraph when you don't sleep creating, reading one paragraph and working on your preparation, even when you don't feel like small actions done daily without think about. Sachin didn't become Sachin in one practice session. He became Sachin in 10,000 practice sessions, one day at a time. Myth number three, discipline kills freedom. Well, it's the biggest lie. Rather than lack of discipline kills freedom. The undisciplined person is a slave, that he's a slave to moods, habits, impulses, circumstances, external pressure, everything that person is slave to. Disciplined person is free to choose his future. When Milkha Singh was running at 5 a.m. in the morning, his body wanted to sleep, but his discipline gave freedom. Freedom not to be correct. Freedom from what if, freedom to live with his head held high. Discipline today, freedom tomorrow. Now, I want you to listen to this part for very carefully. Why self-discipline matters in life and in SSB. Self-discipline is not just SSB quality, it is a life quality. In SSB, definitely the officers watch for do you follow instructions without reminders? Do you complete the task when tired? Do you stay consistent across those 5 days and in the three techniques? They're not testing your talent, they're testing your reliability because in the battlefield, there is no I don't feel like, आज मूड नहीं है, आज यही नहीं करते हैं, आज ना practice नहीं करते हैं. There's only one thing, mission accomplished or mission failed. In life, what happens? Self-discipline decides your career trajectory, your health at 40, 30, nowadays, even in 20, your relationships, your financial stability, your mental strength. Look around you. The people you admire, the ones who are fit, successful, respected, they're not lucky, they're disciplined. And here's what nobody tells you. People trust disciplined individuals. Why? Because they know they will show up, even when it is hard. Your parents trust you because you keep your word. Friends rely on you because you don't cancel the plan. Your employers promote you because you deliver consistently. Talents get noticed, definitely, but discipline keeps you respected, keeps you consistent, there, sustain. Do the self audit along with in the part of looking within. Here's what it makes it real. I want you to answer all these questions. Take a place somewhere quiet and do it. Do I keep promises I make to myself? Or do I negotiate with myself constantly and start tomorrow? This one, not today, tomorrow. I'll deserve a break. Do I finish tasks when nobody is watching? Or do I need external pressure? When your teacher isn't watching, do you still study? When your teacher's instructor isn't there, do you still run? Do I rely on my mood routine? Do I get carried away by my Instagram posts and say, okay, one more last? This one last. Do I work only when I feel like doing it? When I'm tired, do I stop or slow down? Stopping is giving up, slowing down is readjusting. What is that you do? Is my day planned or I'm just reacting to whatever comes onto my face? Is this firefighting going on? Do you control your time or does your time control you? Do you wake up with a plan or do you wake up and see what happened? Let's see what happens. सच्ची बात तो ये है डिसिप्लिन दिखता नहीं है बट रिजल्ट्स में बोलता है your lack of discipline won't show today. It will show in 6 months when you're still in the same place, when your friends have moved on ahead, when opportunities have gone past you, when discipline won't feel progressive today, but in 6 months, may be unrecognizable. Here is a practical tool which you need to start bringing up on today in your part 6. What is that you need to do? Tool number 1, the non-negotiable task. Right now, choose one task that you will complete today, no matter what. Examples can be, 15 minutes of focus study, 30 push-ups, well, wait, 20, forget it, 10 push-ups, cleaning your space, easy. Do it right now. Pause my video right now and do it. Clean your workspace. Writing 200 words. 200 words is big. 100 words. That is again big. 50 words. Calling your parents if you have not been doing that. Pick anyone, do it. Pause my video and then proceed further. And here's the rule: no excuse, no negotiation, no saying that I'll do it later. Lace up your shoes and make follow. रोज थोड़ा लेकिन because discipline is not built in intensity, it is built in repetition. Tool number 2, start on time, not in mood. Here's the secret discipline people that people don't know. Don't wait to feel ready. Act and readiness will follow. Decide a time. I will do this at 6 p.m. Then at 6 p.m. start. Not when you feel like, not when you are in the zone. At 6 p.m. your mind will resist, but your mind will say just 10 more minutes. Let me check my phone first. I'll do it after dinner. Ignore it, move it, open the book, start the workshop, work out, and just do it every single day. Within those 2 minutes, the resistance will fail. Because here's the trick. Starting is the hardest part. The friction is only in start. Continuing is easy. Tool number 3 was the 3-line reflection. Before you sleep tonight, write 3 lines. What task did I complete despite not wanting? What excuse did my mind give? And how did I feel after finishing? That's it. This builds your self-awareness. Self-awareness builds self-discipline. For example, I studied for 30 minutes despite wanting to watch TV. My mind said, you're too tired. Go tomorrow. After finishing, I felt proud and calm. Simple trap. And this self-happiness changes everything. Before I wrap up, I want you to know one truth about discipline. That discipline is not just a personality trait. It's a decision you make over and over and over again. You're not undisciplined by nature. You have just made undisciplined choices repeatedly. And the good news, you can start making choices differently today. Not tomorrow, not on Monday, not on Sunday. Today. No one is born disciplined. We all become disciplined. Milkha Singh lost his family after partition. He was alone, angry, directionless, but he did not give up. He chose discipline one run at a time. Sachin sir wasn't born with discipline. At 16, he was just a talented kid, but he chose to practice every day. An army, we don't come there with a gun in the hand. We practice, we run, we do our exercises every day. And even when it is small, everything that we do small, we're building trust onto nobody else but onto yourself. And that trust becomes self-respect. Self-discipline is self-respect in action. When you keep your promises to yourself, you start believing into yourself. When you believe in yourself, others believe you. When others believe in you, doors open. That is the power of self-discipline. I want you to say two things to yourself. Maybe you're watching this at night, tired from the day. Maybe you're watching this in the morning, dreading what is lying ahead of you. Maybe you're watching this after failing at something. I want you to know you are capable of this. Not because you're special, but because you're human. And every human being has a capability, has the ability to do hard things. You have already done hard things, you know. You have woken up for exams, you're pushed through illness, you have stood by loved ones in tough time. That's the same strength. And it is available even today to you. That's the only difference between you and becoming Milka. That's all. Or Sachin, or MS Dhoni, or any legendary person, or any extraordinary person. And that is not talent, that is not genetics, and that is only one thing: repetition, repetition, and repetition. Choose discipline more time than you choose comfort. And that's it. And that you can do. Starting today, starting now, one task, one pause. You don't need to be great to start. You need to start to be great. I leave you with an affirmation for developing self discipline. I don't wait to feel ready. I act, and readiness follows. Write it down. Say it if you don't feel like it. Say it when your mind is negotiating. Say it when you want to give up. Till next session, and I'm going to speak on courage. Jay.